y'all see the title of this video. It's Hot Boxing with Terrell. We back again with another reaction video, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and hit that bell. Other than that, let's get started to this video, man.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun right now! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
A woman allegedly shoots her terminally ill husband to death in the hospital. We break down what we know so far in the case with former SWAT member Chad Ayers. A scary situation unfolded at a Florida hospital.
How she get up in the hospital with a pipe anyway, folks? Like, how y'all ain't catch that shit? And then this goes back to what I'm saying, folks. Like, y'all, come on, dog. Like, come on, dog. Like, come on, fam. How she even get up in the hospital with it?
Where police were in an armed standoff with a 76-year-old woman. Daytona Beach Police Department responded to a shooting at Advent Health Daytona Beach. Ellen Gilland allegedly shot and killed her 77-year-old terminally ill husband, Jerry Gilland. You see, authorities have indicated that this was a planned murder-suicide pact between the couple in the event that the woman's husband's condition deteriorated. And after a wild encounter with police, Ellen Gilland was arrested and officially charged for first-degree murder and aggravated assault. Now, euthanasia or mercy killings like this, they're illegal. They're illegal in most states, and they're illegal in Florida. There's some physician-assisted suicide that's allowed in some states, and we'll get into Canada in a minute. So just because Jerry Gilland consented to this, it doesn't really matter. I do want to talk a little bit more about how...
I think the ghost fucked my husband.
Hell no.
I'm sorry, what?
Technically,
the situation unfolded and what we...
How you get in the hospital with pipe, folks? Like, that just let me know, like, the hospital was working with their ass, folks. Like, they was behind this shit, too. They need to be investigated, too, folks. You feel me? Y'all can't just... You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't just, put all this shit on her, folks. Like, they had to have something to do with this shit, folks. Ain't no way, folks. Ain't no way, folks. Cause how you get in with pipe, folks? Nah, folks. Somebody that's, you know, up in that hospital, folks. Somebody that she really close to that work up there. Let her pass with that shit, folks. I'm not in line. They let her pass with that shit, folks. I bet y'all any kind of buddy, she did this shit for life insurance, buddy. I'm not even lying. She killed her husband just for the life insurance. She look like she the type to do that, though. Like, she probably did, though. Like, on some real shit. Y'all never know, because people crazy out here. Motherfuckers weird out here nowadays, you feel me? Like, you gotta watch your back, bro. Like, straight up.
Now of the story, so I want to bring in Chad Ayers, former sheriff's deputy for Greenville County in South Carolina and former member of the SWAT team where he served as an assistant team leader. Chad, good to see you again. Thanks so much for coming here on Sidebar.
Good to be back, Jesse.
I want to go through some of the footage with you first, so let's play it and we'll talk about it on the other side.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun right now! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! You got any eyes, old Sergeant? What's that? You got any eyes? I can't see. She's sitting right behind the bed. Yeah, she's on the other side of the bed. It's the black revolver. I'm saying a visitor. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Just drop.
Man, that's sad, bro. So you smoked your husband with a revolver, bro. A revolver, bro. Come on, dog.
Just put it on the ground and slide it away from you. Drop the gun! No. I got you. You can't open the outside. Okay, here. Yeah. You want to practice over with this? Can you open it from the outside? Yeah, you open it down from the outside. Drop the gun! Watch out. We got time. Back up. We got time. We got nothing but time, guys.
I hate to say this shit, bro.
From the adjoining rooms.
Like, why is y'all doing too much? Like, at this point, folks, like, come on, dog. Like, if this was the other way around, folks, automatically gone, folks. R.I.P. I'm telling y'all, folks, like, R.I.P. I'm telling y'all, if it was us, folks, I'm telling y'all straight up, folks. Like, come on, dog. Y'all got tasers and shit. Y'all can just tase our ass, folks. But like I said, if it was the other way around, folks, R.I.P. And I'm gonna keep saying that shit, folks. And if y'all don't like that I keep, you know what I'm saying, pausing it, clicking and shit, get off my channel, go on somebody else's shit, folks. Cause it's over like 100 million channels on YouTube, folks. Like, I'm not the only reaction channel, folks. And then this the whole point of a reaction, folks. You get my thoughts, my opinions on this shit. You feel me? Like, y'all ain't finna tell me to stop reacting to certain shit. You feel me? Like, hell no, fool. Like, she just killed her whole husband with a revolver and shit. Like, come on, dog. People be doing some weird shit, bro. She did that for life. Like I said, she did that for life insurance, bro.
Drop the gun, man! I got a good angle right here. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Man, hold on. You gotta build dialogue. Man, tell me what's going on. Tell me what's. I don't want to hurt you. We don't want to hurt you. Tell me what's going on.
Bro. Y'all got
Okay, so what stands out to you about the police response there?
Honestly, I feel like they did an excellent job. As you could hear, they had a shield up for some.
So y'all doing all this for her, but how come y'all can't do it for us though? Like, how come y'all can't be patient and take y'all time out with us, but with her, she get like a whole hour, 2 hours. Y'all letting her pat. Like, come on, dog. How come we can't get that same type of treatment that she getting right now? How come? Like, come on, dog. Like, come on, fam. And then you a dumbass for bringing like, whoever granted this is, and I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't care, bro. Dumb as fuck for bringing a revolver up to the hospital, folk. You dumb, folk. Cameras everywhere and shit, like, motherfuckers don't be thinking, folk. Like, you dumb, granny. I'm sorry to say it, but you dumb. Like, whose grandma is this, bro? Like, whose granny is this, bro? Like, you dumb as hell for that shit. You lame as hell for that shit. You lame, bro. You killed your husband just for an insurance, a life insurance policy. I'm telling y'all, bro. She killed her husband for a life insurance policy, bro. That's sad, bro. That's sad, bro.
Protection, some coverage for them. And also the loud verbal commands they're giving. And they're trying to relate, hey, talk to me. Let us help you. Put the gun down. Really doing their best to de-escalate that situation and not force, this lady's hand to do any more damage than she's already done.
I thought it was really interesting that the officer who was the body cam footage of, he told another officer, don't dialogue with her. And then he jumped in and said, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Is that because you want one voice?
Exactly. And that's a perfect example. A lot of times in these heightened situations, everyone's amped up and everyone's trying to say things. It's almost like a felony car stop that we do, and everyone get on the ground, lay down, hands up, hands behind your back. And the suspect is trying to figure out, well, who am I listening to? Do you want me to lay down? Do you want me on my knees? Do you want my hands up, down? Where do you want them? So
Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, folks. I don't give a fuck how old you is, folks. I don't care. Like, at the same way, I take that back, folks. It's like at a certain age, it's like, you know what you did wrong. Like, you know right from wrong, folks. I'm gonna say by age 2, 3, you know from right from wrong. She knew what she did was wrong, folks. And she know who she's talking to right now. So miss me with all that bullshit, bro. Stop trying to give her leeway. Stop trying to show sympathy for her ass, folks. She crazy, folks. She just killed her husband and shit with a revolver, folks. Out of all, bro, she killed her husband with a revolver, bro. That should tell y'all something. I'm gonna be right back. My light keep fucking up. But yeah, like I was saying, for like, come on, dog. Like, stop trying to. She knew. Like, put it like this, bro. She knew who she was talking to, and she know right from wrong, bro. Basically, don't show no sympathy for her. Basically, bro. She killed her husband, bro. Like, fuck on somewhere, bro.
If that officer can establish some type of rapport and have one person initially begin talking to that person, it helps everything kind of calm down a little bit and bring that situation hopefully to an end a little bit sooner.
What I think complicated it too was the fact that this was in a hospital, a very, very sensitive environment. And even you kind of heard some of the officers saying, are we able to clear the patients from the rooms? Walk me through that environment, the difficulty of this situation there.
Well, from the article, and
then it's like, I'm not even like shocked, because it's like shit like this going on every day, like every day. It just don't get reported, for like shit like this going on around the world every day, for like, come on, dog. This shit ain't new, folks. This shit ain't new, folks. Just like you heard people shooting up churches and shit, going inside churches shooting them up and shit. Like, nothing new, folks. And I'm not even trying to be funny, bro. I'm not trying to be on no funny shit. I'm speaking real facts. Like, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show y'all something different. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, teach motherfuckers something, folks. Like, I'm trying to prevent motherfuckers from doing dumb shit. Like, if they think about doing some dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping they take my advice and shit, you know what I'm saying? They actually, like, listen, folks. Like, if you watching my videos and shit, like, listen and shit, folks. Like, shit wicked out here, folks. This shit ain't no game, folks. You feel me? Like, motherfuckers, like, going crazy out here and shit. It's like a zombie apocalypse right now, folks. Like, it ain't no game out here, folks. That's why you gotta keep pipe on you and shit, folks. Like, this shit ain't sweet, folks. Shit ain't sweet, folks.
And reports that I've been given, this wasn't just a floor for, people who had some broken bones or minor surgeries. You're on a floor, where people are basically, on their last leg or their deathbed almost, on ventilators, things like that have to be operated and plugged in for them to keep preservation of life. So that's got to be very, very difficult of trying to evacuate that area. I think they did the best they could in that situation, because we want to, they have this lady contained to a room. They've started verbal commands, but you never know what could happen. If this lady all of a sudden bolts out of this, room, hopefully the situation can be controlled very quickly. But
if you're a homeowner in Illinois, you won't have to pay your electric bill ever again. Let me explain. If your zip,
we have to plan for the worst, and so evacuating everyone off that, is very important. But I cannot imagine how difficult that would have had to be.
This recording, we still don't know how she was able to get a gun into a hospital. Do you understand that? I mean, is there difficult? I'm trying to remember.
I know how, folks. Like, folks, I'm telling y'all, folks, it's somebody in that hospital that she know, folks. Security guards, you know what I'm saying, workers that she cool with and shit, folks. I'm telling y'all, folks, like, that's how she was able to get away with that shit, folks. Like, I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm not even lying, folks. It's somebody close that she know that worked there at the hospital that let that shit pass, folks. I'm telling y'all, dog. I'm telling y'all, folks.
There's some sort of security checkpoint. Does there need to be a security checkpoint? How does one get a firearm into a hospital?
Yeah, in Greenville, South Carolina, our hospital has, in the emergency room, has metal detectors. In reading that, I think it said that they did have some metal detectors, but not all of them are armed or manned by people. But there are areas of our hospitals and most hospitals where you can just walk in to go see someone with.
So then what's the whole point of having them then? Like, what's the whole point of having them, folks? Like, that's stupid, folks. Like, you talking about some of them don't have them and shit. What's the whole point of having them, folks? The fuck? Stupid. So y'all just wasting money for no reason, basically.
Going through that. Look, Jesse, we've seen an increase in active shooter events last year. Active shooter events in these types of situations were up 53%. And though this was an isolated incident, I think we have to start looking at physical security and how we are going to protect those people inside. So yes, I'm a big proponent of having, armed guards and metal detectors, because just having them there and no one being there it does no good. And we are seeing an increase in these types of situations, shootings in medical and hospital facilities. We had one in Oklahoma last year where a guy was upset with a doctor, went in there and killed several people. So I think it's time we start evaluating our physical security.
Yeah, I agree with you, because I think the hospital also had a little bit of an issue in terms of being prepared for something like this. It was a panic situation, and kind of what the reporting on it was, they were confused as to what to do, right?
Yeah, a lot of organizations take a reactive approach. In light of many events over the last, few days, my company that, we teach active shooter response gets an influx of calls. We need this training now. We need to get this training now. But it's almost like your seatbelt. You put your seatbelt on, not hoping to get in a car wreck. You put your seatbelt on to be prepared in case. And so I think it's important that we start evaluating, are we providing valuable, effective training, or are we just checking a box on this type of situation?
I want to talk a little bit more about the motive behind this. So police investigated it, and they found that this was a murder-suicide pact. Now, we know that it is illegal to do what she did. Even if Jerry Gillen said, I want you to shoot me and then I want you to kill yourself, that's not legal. Now, Canada's interesting, but Canada has actually legalized euthanasia in 2016. I think now they're deciding whether or not to extend it to people who are not just terminally ill, but the mentally ill. In your experience, have you dealt with these kinds of situations? Because they're really quite...
Bro, this not no overnight thing. Like, this shit been planned. She been wanting to kill her husband for years, folks. She just waited until he got sick and shit, really ill and shit, folks. But she been wanting to kill her husband, folks. I'm not even lying. Like, I could just stereotype. She been wanting to kill her husband, folks. From the jump. From the jump, she been wanting to kill him. She just didn't know what the perfect time was gonna be to go ahead and kill him, folks. But she been wanting to do that shit. They probably been married for like 20 years. And so probably over the last like 10, 11 years, she been thinking about killing him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't know which way to approach it. And it just so happened, like, probably like 5 years later or whatever, she came up, you know what I'm saying? She decided on what she wanted to do and shit. Like, I'm telling y'all, folks, she been wanting to do this shit, folks. She been wanting to do this shit, folks. I'm not even lying, bro.
Tragic, and I'm curious your thoughts on it.
In my career, the first ever suicide that I ever had to go to was a terminally ill cancer patient. His wife had gone to the grocery store, came back, and he committed suicide with a handgun in his bed, and had written a long note out, but just said, I can't handle the pain of this treatment anymore. And then there was another situation, same thing, murder-suicide, terminally ill cancer patient, took his wife's life and then took his life again. What's interesting in the article is that initially the deceased...
The price of wireless Bluetooth has raised down to $259. Why is no one jumping on such a low price?
$259.
In this case down in Florida, had planned to take his own life first, or take his wife's life and then take his own life, but he was too weak to do that, so he had his wife do it. Just a very sad situation. All of us here across the country have family members or friends who have battled a terminal illness like cancer.
All right, y'all, I'm going to end the video right here, and I love y'all, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next video, man.